Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Neville Goddard. Let's talk about something powerful that Goddard teaches, and that is that the idea that your imagination isn't just daydreaming. It's actually the creative force of your life. Neville Goddard wasn't talking about wishful thinking. He was talking about using a real human ability you already use every day. Your inner conversations, your mental movie, your self-talk, and learning how to direct it on purpose. If you've ever replayed an embarrassing moment 20 times in your head, congrats, you already mastered Neville's technique, just in the wrong direction. Think about something simple. When you think someone's mad at you, even if they're not, you act weird around them. Then they start acting weird. Then the whole situation gets awkward. You literally imagined it first, and then it became true. Or when you're convinced you'll do bad in a job interview. You show up nervous, your voice cracks, and boom, the interview goes exactly like the version you rehearsed in your head. Neville's point is that you are always manifesting anyway. You're just usually doing it unconsciously. Now here's the part most people misunderstand. Neville doesn't tell you to visualize the process. He tells you to visualize the ending. Not by saying, I'm trying to get a new job, but I already got the job and my friend is congratulating me. Not by saying, I hope I get that relationship, but I'm already in the relationship and waking up next to them. Not by saying, I wish I could lose weight, but I feel light, confident, and my clothes fit differently. He says, don't desire it, assume it. Don't hope, live as if. Why? Because the mind doesn't respond to maybe someday. It responds to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Neville says to create a short scene, just a few seconds long. That would only happen if your desire were already true. For example, someone hugs you and says, I'm so proud of you. You check your bank app and exhale with relief. You put on jeans and they slide on easily. You're lying in bed next to your partner. Now the important part is, it doesn't need to be detailed, just emotionally true. Then, here comes the technique. Get into a relaxed, sleepy state. Neville calls it SATs, the state akin to sleep. The same familiar warm, melty moment before you actually fall asleep. Replay the scene gently, not forced, not thinking manifest, but like a soft little mental loop. Feel the reality of it. Not hype, not excitement, just the naturalness, like, this is real. Let the scene finish and fade. You don't do this for an hour. Even 2 to 3 minutes is enough. Neville said, what you feel is true in imagination hardens into fact. Here's what people miss. You're not manifesting things. You're manifesting a version of yourself who has those things. Neville said your assumptions about you are the root. People try to manifest money while assuming, I'm bad with money. I never get lucky. Things don't work out for me. That's like wearing a winter jacket in the summer and wondering why you feel hot. He teaches you to shift the inner identity. I am someone things work out for. I am chosen. I am healthy. I am secure. I am loved. I am capable. I am the person who lives the reality I want. The outer world follows the inner identity. Here's the wild part. Neville says you don't need to know how your manifestation comes. Life rearranges itself. People show up, ideas hit you, you feel inspired, coincidences happen. He calls this the bridge of incidents, the events that lead you to your desire. Your job is not to micromanage the steps. Your job is to hold the state of the end. This is where everyone struggles. So let's be real. Doubt is normal. Bad days happen. Your brain will say this is stupid at least 40 times. Neville says, just return to the state. Think of it like a GPS. If you take a wrong turn, your GPS doesn't yell at you. It just reroutes you. Same thing with your imagination. Just gently bring yourself back to this. How would I feel if the thing I wanted was already done? Not perfect belief, just a tiny shift. That's enough. Let me give you some simple examples. You want more income? Don't imagine trying to make money. Imagine checking your account with relief. Feel the stability. Your identity becomes someone who is financially supported. Don't imagine begging, texting, waiting. Imagine someone holding your hand, laughing with you, choosing you. You become someone who is loved and chosen. Don't imagine, I hope I get confidence someday. Imagine walking through a room with calmness, like you don't need to impress anyone. Your identity becomes someone who naturally belongs. Neville's method is not about forcing reality. It's about choosing who you are internally and letting the world reflect that identity. You don't have to do it perfectly. You don't need super strong visuals. You just need to feel a hint of the wish fulfilled and let it become your new normal. If there's one sentence to remember, your imagination is not escaping reality, it's creating it. Neville's entire message can be summed up into one sentence. Imagining creates reality, not positive vibes, not think happy thoughts, not manifest a Ferrari in 3 days. He's saying the state you repeatedly return to, your inner feeling, your inner self-concept, the scenes you play in your mind, that becomes physical life. It's like your imagination is the script, and the world is just the movie following. Thanks for watching.